Prince Harry's High Court fight against the Mirror Group newspaper. Is he trying to silence the press from Meghan Markle? Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, filling in for Andy Signore whilst he's on holiday at the moment. And yeah, there might be reason to believe that Prince Harry is doing all of this against the press in the High Court to literally silence them for Meghan Markle. So let's jump into all the juicy details with this one. I found this article in Newsweek titled "How Meghan Markle Hangs Over Prince Harry's Piers Morgan Court Swipe." So, Prince Harry has criticised the former newspaper editor and broadcaster Piers Morgan of launching horrific attacks on himself and his wife, Meghan Markle, in court a couple of days ago on Tuesday. Now, you could say the horrific attacks. You could also legitimately say, as far as I'm concerned, criticism, yes. But, as we all know, penny conspiracy theory, whatever, Meghan has take no time whatsoever in painting themselves out to be victims. So, you know, what are we to expect from these two? So the prince is suing the Mirror Group newspapers, as we know at the moment, over allegations of historic phone hacking and other illegal activities to obtain private information to then put into articles. He supplied more than 100 articles between the time frame of 96 to 2011. However, only around about 33 are actually being examined and looked at in the High Court. So the Mirror Group newspapers, their publishers to the Daily Mirror, that was edited by Piers Morgan. So he was the editor for that newspaper between 95 and 2004. In the years since, we know that Piers Morgan is now on TV, fronting talent talk, morning shows, his own show, that kind of thing, right? Now, we know a couple of years back, after the Oprah Winfrey interview, Piers Morgan caused a lot of controversy on the UK programme Good Morning Britain, after saying that he didn't believe Meghan Markle's allegations against the British press and monarchy during her interview with Oprah Winfrey. And that ended with Morgan walking off the show and pretty much leaving the show and ITV, the channel that Good Morning Britain is on. Now, Piers Morgan and Meghan Markle, there's actually a history between them, and he actually met her before she started dating Harry, but has since become, of course, as we all know, a vocal critic of them both. Now, in Prince Harry's witness statement that he released to the court on Tuesday, he took aim at Piers Morgan, alleging that his repeated takedowns of the couple were, quote, an intimidation tactic. He says, quote, "Unfortunately, as a consequence of me bringing my Mirror Group claim, both myself and my wife have been subjected to a barrage of horrific personal attacks and intimidation from Piers Morgan, presumably in retaliation and in the hope that I will back down, before being able to hold him properly accountable for his unlawful activity towards both me and my mother during his editorship." He's accused Piers Morgan and his band of journalists of listening to Princess Diana's private and sensitive messages, leaving him feeling physically sick and even more determined to hold those responsible, including Piers Morgan, accountable for their vile and entirely unjustified behaviour. Again, though, as we've been covering this trial and Prince Harry's testimony, it's a case of, well, yeah, you can say all of this, but where's the smoking gun? Where's the evidence to back up what's coming out of your gob? Because, as far as I can tell at the moment, there's zero, zilch, nada, nothing. It's all this. It's all circumstantial. It's all within, as the MGN lawyers pointed out a couple of times, within the realms of speculation. And when it comes to being in a courtroom, I don't think that's good enough. Just got a funny feeling about that. You know what I'm saying? So, as we know, Piers Morgan has denied all accusations of phone hacking during his time as the editor of the Daily Mail, actually telling the BBC, "I've never hacked a phone, I've never told anyone to hack a phone." And then in May at the pre-trial hearing, he absolutely, I think this was like a troll move for Piers Morgan, but it was hilarious, saying, "I'm not going to take lectures on privacy invasion from Prince Harry." It's funny because it's true. it's true. He then says on Tuesday evening, the first day of Prince Harry's testimony on the stand, he didn't see Harry's witness statement accusations, and when told that Prince Harry described him as vile, he said, quote, "I wish him luck with his privacy campaign, and I look forward to reading it in his next book." It would have been better if he said, "I wish him luck with his worldwide privacy tour." Now, that would have just been like the cherry on top for that kind of statement. You see where I'm coming from? But in the years since Harry and Meghan left Britain, they've cited issues with the British media and members of the royal family, and the prince has repeatedly stated his desire to protect Megxie from media, let's call it nastiness, right? He says, "My biggest concern was history repeating itself, and I've said that before on numerous occasions very publicly, and what I was seeing was history repeating itself," essentially likening Megxie to Princess Diana, which, if you have seen any of my videos on my own channel, Steph the Alternate, where I've discussed this comparison, it's really a case of Prince Harry, what you chatting shiz for. Megxie is no Princess Diana, and she ain't being treated like Princess Diana when it comes to the media. Like, what the deuce? Now, in his MGN trial witness statement, get this, Harry, he took the opportunity to call for stricter press regulation in Britain, using Meghan's experience as a force driving him to seek the change. In other words, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, he is trying to silence the press for Meghan Markle. Get to what's it? Bog off. What? There's freedom of there's blah. When I can get my teeth back in because I'm so flustered right now. There's freedom of the press. Accept it. Deal with it. That's it. Wow. He says in his witness statement, "Having experienced what I, over the last 6 years, in terms of the constant harassment, online and off, intimidation and nastiness that my wife and I have suffered at the hands of the tabloids, this sort of appalling behaviour doesn't really surprise me." Well, at the end of the day, you call it intimidation, harassment, nastiness, but it could just be legitimate criticism based on what Prince Harry is saying, what Meghan Markle is saying, and what they are both doing. Like, if they left the UK, went to America, lived their lives as private citizens, used their platform for good, for charities, this, that, and the other, I'm telling you something, they would not be having this issue with the press and with the public, right? The fact of the matter is, they continually throw the British public under the bus. They continually, right, completely insult the royal family. And as I've always said, you insult the royal family, you insult in the British public, because the royal family, whether you like them or not, is part of our British identity and part of our culture. You insult the royal family, you're disrespecting the British culture and the British people. Come on! There's a cause and effect going on here. And guess what? Prince Harry and Megxie, they're the freaking cause, guys. Wake up. He says, "Unfortunately, without proper press regulation, which the government clearly have no appetite for because their friends in the press said so, it's only going to get worse." No, it's only going to get worse if Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continually throw the British people and the royal family under the bus and insult us all. Like, I mean, come on. Cause and effect. But, you know, the trial is currently still ongoing at the moment. It does have, like, I want to say about 3 weeks left to go. But he is also got a couple of other court cases against other newspapers as well. This ain't the only one, guys, against the Mirror Group newspaper. He's also currently suing the Associated Newspapers Limited, who are publishers of the Daily Mail, and the News Group newspapers, who are publishers of The Sun, over similar allegations of unlawful information gathering. But here we go. Right at the top, in his MGN trial witness statement, Harry took the opportunity to call for stricter press regulation in Britain, using Megxie's experience as a force driving him to seek the change. Guys, I don't think it can be any clearer. He is literally doing this, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, suing all these newspapers to silence the press for Meghan Markle. Come the frick on. What the deuce? This is insane. This is madness, right? Absolute madness. Get thicker skins. What the deuce? They're public people. They're in the public eye. You take the rough with the smooth. No, they'll take all the smooth, but none of the rough. Yeah, whatevs. But you know what? Enough with my gob. It's now time for your gobs. If you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, there's going to be more. Make sure you subscribe to Popcorn Planet. Turn that notification bell to all. Like this video and comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's on this one. Also as well, why not go one step further and join today? Become a Popcorn Planeteer for as little as $5.99 a month and get exclusive video and content from the man himself, Andy Signore. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Really appreciate your eyeballs, and here you may see other videos that you might be interested in, so clickety click, clickety click.